everyone, and welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm finally ready to put together the frame of my Cortex Mirai doll. So I have watched the video so many times that I have it memorized pretty much. I think I can quote along with it as well as Star Wars right now. So I'm going to empty all the pieces out, and I'm going to do this in stages. But I think it's going to be really easy to get it done. So I'm going to do it the easy way. Flick and swish, reparo. Isn't magic great? Well, thanks guys for joining me for this Smart Doll Cortex build. And well, I guess you guys want to see the real process, huh? I wish it was that easy, but it's not. So what I'm going to do first, I'm going to do this in stages. And stage one, I'm going to organize everything. So I made myself some little baggies to put all the different pieces in, because what's going to happen is I'm not going to be able to do this all in one go. I am going to organize everything into separate baggies, and then I'm going to take it step by step, stage by stage, to put everything together. And I made myself some cheat sheets. So I was taking notes as I was watching a lot of the different videos to show myself kind of what goes in each bag. So I'm going to go through now and I'm going to organize the pieces into these baggies so that then I can take it one part at a time. So I'm going to start with the feet, and I'm going to see if I can pick out all the feet pieces here. So I know there are 4 feet parts. Here's the spine. That one's easy. So I'm just going to set it over to the side for now. And then, let's see, where are the feet? Feet. Where are those? Here's 1 foot piece. So this is a piece of the foot. And that'll be the outside because the screws go to the inside. So put that in my baggie for feet. Here's another foot piece. Another inside foot piece. Here's a foot piece. Or excuse me, that was the outside. This is an inside foot piece, because you can see it's got the holes for the screws. And where's the other foot piece? Foot piece, here it is. So in the foot bag. And now I need the 2 joint caps, and I need the 2, like the actual feet joints. So the thing about the foot joint is that they're marked left and right. And I don't know if you can see that, but that one's got an L on it. So that's the left foot. So I'll toss that in the bag. And then the right foot has an R on it for right. So it is marked left and right, so you can tell which one is which. And let me just figure out which caps go on those. I think that's the right cap. Let's see, are any of the caps the same sizes? I don't think so. No. So these are the feet caps. So I'm going to put that in here. And it says these are going to take size 8 screws. So I need 4 of the size 8 screws. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to set my other baggies to the side so that it's not too jumbled up. So I need the size 8 screws, and size 8 is going to be the medium size screws. So this is my my sandpaper, my micro mesh. And then here is my joint jelly that I'm going to have to use when I start putting everything together. And then I'm going to dump the screws out and see how they line up size-wise. Okay. Oh, and here's these 2 little pieces as well. I might should leave them in here so they don't get lost. Okay, so lining my screws up, these must be these long ones. Let's see, here's these 2 are the same, that's the same. Okay, these are teeny tiny, those must be the 5s. And let's see, that must be a 14, 14, 8, 8, 8, 14. I put a lot of IKEA furniture together. I don't know if that's gonna like help me do this, but all right, so with the feet, it's size 8 screws, and there's gonna be 2 per foot, so I'm gonna need 4 of these size 8 screws. So I've got them here. I'm gonna toss them in my baggie with my feet. Now, what I'm gonna do about the little nubs of flesh is, I know that Danny recommends to go ahead and clean all those off first. I'm going to do it as I do each piece. The reason being that when I do a lot of repetitive motion like this, or like trimming with the X-Acto and holding something like this for a long period of time, it really messes with my hands. So I'm thinking it'll be better for me to clean the little nubs of flesh as I go, so my hands don't get too cramped up and numb and tingly and stuff like that. So I've got all my feet pieces here, so they're ready to be assembled. I'm going to set them over to the side. Like I said, I'm just organizing right now so that when it comes time to actually put it together, it'll be easier. So now I'm going to look at the pelvis and the hips, and the thighs. So these pieces are the easiest, right? Because these are like the butt cheeks, pretty much. So these pieces are going to go in here. And then the thigh pieces are the ones that have like this design on them. So it's like this little pole with the little design. And that's how the top looks. So I'm going to put my 2 thigh pieces in. And also, this reminds me of a bicycle seat. Like everybody, you know, you've got the high end and the low end. It kind of reminds me of the way a bicycle seat is, because, you know, on the front of the bicycle seat, it's kind of narrow, and then the back of the bicycle seat is wider. So that's going to help me remember how to do that. And then we've got the 2, where's the other pelvis piece? Here it is. And so again, I need to trim those up. And I will when the time comes. So, and that's going to be the back and the front, because you can tell by how high or low that is. So there's my hips, pelvis, and thighs, and they are going to require, based on they're going to require 4 14 screws. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4. The size 14 screws. And again, this is just a good way for me to organize and get ready to do this, because I'm not going to be able to do it all at once. So I'm thinking if I organize everything in these small chunks, it's going to be a much more manageable task for me. So there's that piece. Set those over here. So next I'm going to do the shins. Let's see, the knees and shins. So here's my knees and shins bag. So I've got these pieces go together. So you've got the piece that says Mirai as part of the shin. And then, or the calves, I really guess it's the calves. And so the Mirai part will go to the outside. And then the part with the screws will face inside, so the screw holes. So there's that part of the leg. And then I drew myself a little picture of what the leg poles look like. So these are the legs. Here, these go with the legs. And then I need the knee joints, which are these 2 pieces here. So I'm going to put them in as well. And then I need 14 screws at the top of the leg and 8 screws at the bottom. So I'm going to do 2 14 screws and 2 8 screws in the bag. And so that's going to cover me for my knees and shins. So we'll set that bag to the side. All right, next are the shoulders and arms. And this part might be the part where I get a little bit confused. So the shoulder blades are which pieces? Let's see. These pieces I know are the caps that go over the arm pieces. So I've got those. Let's see, where's the other little piece? I wrote in my notes it looks kind of like a bean, these caps. Surely I'm not missing pieces, am I? Oh, there it is. So that goes with the arms, because that's going to cover that joint in between the upper and lower arm. Where are the shoulder blades? This part goes on the shoulder. I know that. That's the shoulder sleeve. So we'll put those in. And then I made a note that the arms look like earbuds. So that's these pieces. So that's like the arm and shoulder there. Let's see, where's the other one? Here it is. So arm and shoulder there. And I'm just not seeing the shoulder blades. Maybe we're not doing that anymore. Maybe that's this part. Oh yeah, that's what that is. So I've been watching the old video, and I'm guessing, but I could swear I watched one where somebody actually put the shoulder blades on. But maybe, I might have to check the reference material when I get time to do that, or when I get to that part. So also in the arms and shoulders, we've got these, the upper arm piece, which is this, let's see, excuse me, which is this little piece and this little piece, and then the lower arm piece, which are these two pieces. So we've got these two pieces here that are gonna go for the arms. Put those in. And then, what are these two pieces? I'm trying to remember. This must be like the wrist, yeah, because we're gonna have the caps here to go with the wrist. So I'm gonna put this with the wrist piece here. So wrists there. These are part of the wrists as well. I drew myself a diagram for that. And the arms and shoulders, I'm going back, we've got two number 8 screws in the joint and 2 5 screws on the tube piece I wrote to myself, which must be this area here. Let's see. And what are these? Do these go with the feet? Did I miss? Yes, I did miss that. So these are the feet pieces here. This is the foot, these are the feet joints. So these go on the feet. This is, I think this is gonna be the hardest part for me, is making sure I get the foot going the correct way. So put those in here, the feet. And then this is the piece that's going to go into the spine at the end for the stand. So I'll just set that over to the side. And then these are the parts that the hands slide over. So I'm going to put those in with the wrists. So I am not seeing the shoulder blades in my kit. So I'm going to go back and double check to see if this is actually the shoulder blade part now. But there's like screw holes here, so I'm not sure. But I'm gonna go rewatch and see if I'm forgetting something. And then I'll come back and I will start the assembly, probably with the pelvis and thighs, because that looks like it's gonna be the easiest to me. So stay tuned for stage 1. Or this was stage 1. Stage 2 is gonna be pelvis and thighs.